Hello, what is up? Today we're going to review My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 22. And this is the end of the provisional licensing exam arc. So we get the results. Starting off, we get the results of the licensing exam. We find out that 89 of the 100 have passed. Almost everybody in Class 1A has passed, except for two. And the two are Todoroki and Bakugo. And then the only other major character that didn't pass was Inasa. So right off the bat, we get reactions of those three. We get Bakugo, we get Todoroki, we get Inasa. All three are disappointed. Bakugo more pissed off as usual. Nothing surprising there. We get an apology from Inasa towards Todoroki. And he puts his head in the dirt. He's like, I'm sorry I costed us. That was my bad. Todoroki's like, no, I'm the one that started it. So we get both really being the bigger man. We get some character development out of both of those guys. Bakugo, on the other hand, no, not much there. Just pure anger, upset. You got this like steam and fire coming from his head, etc. Fortunately, the three are going to have a chance to pass the exam. They're going to have to go through a 3-month remedial class, and then they will get their license. So, it's all good. Everything's fine. They're going to eventually get their license. But where those three are excel in physical toughness and physical strength, they really lack in mental toughness and mental strength. You have Bakugo, who cannot control his anger at all. He's a total loose cannon. He flies off the handle all the time. You've got Todoroki, especially, who, wants more than anything to be recognized as his own person and not his father's son. And so he really can't get out of the shadow of Endeavor. And then you have Inasa, who is just, determined to, have people respect him and, be the best, and that gets in his way as well. Then we cut to a very tense conversation between All For One and One For All. And All Might has come to see him at jail, and he's locked to a chair. He's got a heart monitor hooked up to him. He's got cameras on him. He's got guns pointed at him. And if he tries anything at all, they're going to blast him. I think, it shows that, really both characters are kind of in a corner, kind of on their last leg. Bodies are broken. Bodies are beaten. Neither one of them have much left to offer. And it comes up both of their successors. They bring up Midoriya and they bring up Shigaraki. And it's gonna be very interesting because both of their wills, and they talk about All Might being the face of justice and wanting to do good, and then him on the other hand wanting to do bad and just wanting to destroy the world, and he wants to be the king, he wants to be the ruler, right? And so those wills are going to be passed on to Midoriya and Shigaraki. And it's going to be very interesting to see those two characters grow and continue this past quarrel. Then we cut to Bakugo, and he walks past Midoriya, and he says, hey, we need to take a walk. I want to discuss your quirk. And at first Midoriya's like, huh? And Midoriya starts to follow him, and they walk, and they walk, and they walk for what seems like forever. And finally, Bakugo leads them away to the place where they first battled. So he talks about how in certain scenarios, Deku reacted totally different to everybody in the crowd. And when All Might had said certain things, he felt like they were directed towards Deku. Deku also hinted that his quirk had been given to him, or he had borrowed it. Also, he had remembered that when they battled the main villain, the Catwoman had lost her powers, and to this day she's unable to use her powers or work as a pro hero. So he's seen that with One For All and All For One, that potentially powers can be given and powers can be taken away. So he's putting all this together, right? It really shows us how smart Bakugo is, and that he's not just a hothead, and that there is a lot more to him than just what's on the outside. I believe that this will really help him when we get further on down the line, when he's closer to being a pro hero. These type of detective skills, him being able to put things together like this, it's gonna be a real benefit to him. You know, really, if you look at it, Midoriya's been on a meteoric rise, right? He was quirkless, he was useless, he was weak, he was frail. Just a year or so ago, he was on no one's radar, and now he's on a trajectory to be the world's greatest villain. He's going to be the world's greatest hero. He's going to be the next All Might. So for really the only person that's picked up on that, if you really think about it, is Bakugo, which is amazing. So I think that shows us a little bit of a development and a little bit more inside of Bakugo and how he works. And that brings us to the end of the episode, the biggest hype that we've had in a while, right? We get next episode, it looks like we're gonna get Bakugo versus Deku. And it starts out, you know, Bakugo lays it all out. He's like, your reaction is telling me all I need to know. And Deku's speechless, he don't know what to say. And I feel like Bakugo it feels that he's 99.9% right. And he mentions, you know, that we both wanted to be All Might. That was our goal from day one when we were little kids. We have a flashback, the same one of Deku following Bakugo, chasing after him, telling him how cool his quirk is. He can't wait till he gets his, etc. And Bakugo is like, you know, hey, I've always been on top of you. I've always been the best. And now he feels like Deku's caught up. Or maybe that Deku's passed him, right? Because he's passed the provisional exam. He has a provisional license. Bakugo didn't pass. Bakugo doesn't have a license. Deku's got this amazing quirk. He's rapidly growing. He's rapidly learning. He's rapidly getting stronger. He's nipping at Bakugo's heels. So Bakugo wants to confirm this through a battle, through a fight. He wants to feel for sure. He wants to feel that this is All Might's power. That this is what has come. He wants to confirm this, and there's no better way to confirm this than through a fight, through a battle, right? It'll be very interesting, and I want you guys to comment below what you guys think. Whether or not this fight will bring these two closer together, like when brothers fight. After that, they're closer than ever, or if this is going to tear them apart, and this is going to put a rift even more in between these two. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop me a like. For more anime review content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. Thanks, guys. I'm out.